Deb Evans coming to you live from Houston, Texas, with some lovely ladies from the Women Franchise Committee. What I wanted to do today was let everybody know that when you come to IFA, there's an event that is often missed, and it should not be missed by any means. It will be February 15th, and it is the Leadership Conference. So to introduce and tell you a little bit about what the Women in Franchising Committee does and what the Leadership Conference is all about, I invited both Marianne Murphy, who is a previous chair of the WFC, and Marianne O'Connell, who is the previous chair, and then Marianne Murphy, too many Mariannes, ladies, Marianne Murphy, who was the winner of the Crystal Compass Award last year. So Marianne O'Connell, before you get started and tell us about the Leadership Conference itself, I thought I'd just go ahead and explain that the Crystal Compass Award is one that is, let's see, it is bestowed on an individual in leadership and franchising. And the recipients of this award have they've really earned the reputation for leadership, not only in their franchise brand, but in the franchise community. And I think both of you ladies have earned that reputation. You're my mentors. I want to grow up to be just like you. But please excuse me if I don't use the name Marianne. So, Marianne O'Connell, why don't you tell everybody about the Leadership Conference itself and why they should put that on their calendar to attend?
That's my pleasure, Deb. I do believe this is the 15th annual Leadership Conference, and this is the major event produced by the Women's Franchise Committee. And what it is, it's a full day of everything that you want to get out of the convention, but it's compressed. So you ask yourself, why do you normally go to the IFA? And there are 4 major reasons. You want to learn new things that are going to help you build your business. You want to expand that that network of peers and mentors and friends and resources. You want to get inspired. You want to get your battery charged and get going for the new year. And you want to reconnect with friends. Well, what the Women's Franchise Committee has put all that together in one specific piece, and lets you say that, wow, we hit all our goals, even if the IFA convention can sometimes seem very big and almost overwhelming. So you get to learn from and be inspired by award winners such as Marianne at the opening luncheon while you're connecting with your friends and while you're making new friends. They can also turn out to be the resources you need. You also, at the conference session itself, because we start with lunch, at the conference session itself, you get to learn from the best. This year, you're going to have Amit Kleinberger from Menchie's Yogurt, Meg Roberts from Molly Maid. I mean, they just don't get better than that. And then the brass tack panelists and the keynote speakers, they're always the best. So you can get brilliant ideas from the third part. We have, and are you doing it this year, Deb? The case study.
Oh, yes, the case study is ready, and we can't tell who the case study is about. That's the favorite part.
I'm not kidding. It's an absolute secret. In fact, not even the committee knows who the case study company is about. But there's always a brave company that comes through and bears their soul as to some things or thing that has gone terribly wrong and the impact that it had on the franchise system. And then they give you all the background. And you folks all work in teams at roundtables trying to solve this situation. And you share those ideas once we've revealed who that company actually is. And you share your ideas with them. They share with you what they're doing. This is a great way to learn. Learning from others' mistakes, so you don't have to make those mistakes, is always a fabulous idea. And then at the end, you all get to go to this fabulous event for cocktails and appetizers to talk about what you've learned, to get to meet all these experts one-on-one, to make those new friendships. So I have to ask yourself, for $100, an investment of $100, where else are you going to hit 4 goals in one day? And then everything you do at the convention, that's gravy after that.
Totally, totally agree. Now, at the very end, I think we give the award at the end after we've done the brass tacks and we've done the round table and we have the sessions.
The award's done at lunch.
It's done at lunch. So the award last year, as I mentioned earlier, was given to you, Marianne Murphy, for just your leadership role in franchising and with the community. Oh, and there's the award. We see it there beside you. What did that mean to you? Because you've been part of the WFC for many years, and you were one who voted and nominated folks in the past. I mean, but you received it. You received that honor.
I did, and I was quite first thrilled to be nominated. And I know everybody says that, but it really is to be highlighted by your peers, to be singled out by your peers, and then to be put in a group of women who, are truly more deserving than you feel you are yourself. That unto itself really kind of it's inspiring and very humbling at the same time to be amongst those people. And when you think that you're kind of flying under the radar or kind of not, you realize how much that you have an opportunity to give. And I want to just reiterate what Marianne O'Connell said about this particular event. It's like the one place that is, I'm going to call it user-friendly. You're among people who are there for the same goals, and it's an opportunity not only to figure out how you can be more involved and impact others, personally and professionally, but you always feel like somebody's taking your hand and leading you someplace that you didn't know you really needed to go and learn and grow. And then what you find is you find yourself doing the same thing at your next leadership conference. You're taking somebody else's hand and leading them through what can sometimes feel overwhelming. So this intimate group of 300 women and men, we started out with a small group, but it's grown to such a great group of people. You find yourself taking someone else's hand and helping guide them through the ins and outs and connecting with people who then you just tap into for the rest of your career. And it's very rewarding, very rewarding.
Good.
And can I want to pick up on what Marianne said, which is that this is, yes, it's produced by the Women's Franchise Committee, but it's produced for everyone in franchising. So gentlemen, please come. I mean, we have men who are our speakers. As I mentioned, Amit Kleinberger will be speaking this year, and the audience, I won't say 50-50, but we've got a very strong ratio of the men who are leaders. And for those of you who are looking at your registration packages right now and trying to decide, well, who should go, because it is an extra $100, but you really want to look at not just your top leaders. Part of the goal of the leadership conference is to grow leaders, is to take those people that you may see in 2, 3, 5 years are going to develop into your next tier of leaders in your company. I would strongly encourage you to bring them, because they're going to get great ideas that they can build on, that they can start creating their foundation with, and they're also going to be able to network with peers outside of your group. And as wonderful as all the people in your company happen to be, it's always great to have different perspectives and bring them back home with you. So I thoroughly encourage you to bring some of those mid-level managers who you've already targeted as people who should be nurtured and brought through the ranks.
Totally agree. And I'm looking at the list of the roundtable moderators that we had last year, and I think you're right. I think, it was like a 50-50 mix. We had several men that were franchise consultants, CEOs, franchisees. So it is an event that should not be missed. So ladies, thank you so much for giving us your tips. Marianne Murphy, you have something else?
I just wanted to say, it's the one place where you can sit and be comfortable with. It's a kind of a great equalizer. You can sit at a table with a CEO who's going to share their insights with you very candidly, and access to people that you might not otherwise thought you would have had access to. And it's intimate and friendly and warm, and you're mixing and matching with all kinds of people.
Agreed. And so you can find that information at franchise.org. I will put the link here in the video when it's recorded. And thank you very much, ladies, for taking the time to meet with me. And I will see you in Vegas really soon.
Very excited.
Thanks, ladies.